Bravo has released the Real Housewives of Miami Season 7 trailer, so let's unpack some of the big takeaway moments, including Adriana walking off set. What exactly goes down at this reunion? Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So a lot of you have been asking me, hitting me up and saying, have you seen the Real Housewives of Miami trailer? The season finale happens this week, and I'm sure we're going to get a 3-part Real Housewives of Miami reunion. So the trailer dropped earlier today and I wanted to unpack some of the highlights. And of course, I always want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. We already reacted to the reunion looks, our favorites, our not favorites. I say for the most part, they didn't get it right. I love the vibrant colors that we're getting from this reunion. However, some of the designs were lackluster. And I wanted you guys to, again, weigh in on after watching this reunion trailer. It is a trailer. We can't base everything off of a trailer. It's only a snapshot of what is playing out. However, I'm still waiting on what's playing out during the season of Real Housewives of Miami in the seating chart, because for me the seating chart doesn't make sense. And as I said before during our Real Housewives of Miami recap last week, I feel like the only reason why Stephanie's there is because there's so much circulating around Alexia and they want everyone to sit across from the people that they have issues with. As you can see, Stephanie sitting across from Alexia, Lisa sitting across from Larsa, Guerdy is sitting across from Julia. And as the season rounds out, the Julia and Guerdy issue hasn't progressed. If anything, they've settled it. So I can understand maybe not sitting them next to Andy, but at the same time, the third seat still doesn't make much sense to me. But again, maybe because of how long these housewives have dragged out their issues. Then, of course, Marisol versus Adriana. And Kiki, I guess, versus everyone. She's on the far, far end. So before we get to the trailer, I also saw a clip of Larsa talking about this sort of friendship or alliance that's formed between Guerdy, Lisa, and Adriana.
Because you say you're wanting to get close with Adriana, because I remember the photos after the reunion, it was Adriana, Lisa, and Guerdy all together. How do you feel like Lisa and Guerdy's friendship is now? Do you think it's kind of one where it's like, who else can we talk to? Let's connect.
It's kind of like the kids that don't know which classroom they're going to next, and they're just kind of like, we're both lost. Let's figure out, you know.
Oh, not them looking for homeroom.
I don't think it's genuine.
Like they're not like having like an actual foundation. It's just like, let's post on Instagram and then kind of go about our day.
Yeah, because I feel like the rest of us really do have a great relationship. Like, I talk to Marisol and Alexia literally like every day. I see them all the time. They were just at my house about a week ago. Oh. My relationship with Julia is amazing. I've had like pool parties she's come to. Kiki and I text all the time. I'm always checking in on her and her dates and all that stuff. So I feel like some of us have really good relationships, and you know, it's work. I feel like it's, you know, we're invested in each other, and some of us not so much.
Larsa claims that she's really friends with Alexia, Marisol, and Julia. She hangs out with them. They come to her house. She said there's a real friendship there. So she's alluding that this friendship that's happening between Adriana, Guerdy, and Lisa is really more so an alliance because they have no one else in this group. Possibly. I think we all kind of feel that way. And sometimes people align themselves with people because they feel alienated from the rest of the group. Maybe. I still feel the same way that I feel about Julia. I could care less if Julia comes back or doesn't come back. No, honestly, I don't want her to come back. A lot of you have been rooting for Julia to be on this show, saying you like her, she brings balance. No, she can go, especially after this season. But let's get into the trailer and what plays out in the trailer, because I have some questions. Because again, it's a trailer and things are spliced and diced, and it maybe certain things make sense and some things just don't make sense just for dramatic effect. But let's take a look at the trailer, which is about 2 minutes.
You can't start a storm and expect it not to rain.
You're not gonna tell me what I'm gonna talk about.
What do you want to do? Just bully her? We have a spy in this room.
Prove it or we're going to court.
So, according to Adriana, we have a spy in this room.
I have have a gift for you.
Oh, God.
Adriana and her gift. So she brings a gift over to Julia, and it's a little wooden box with a tree. I think the tree of life is on it.
Oh my God, what is that?
Is it from Marisol's liver?
Don't put that in my
Because you remember, if you watched previous seasons, there was a letter that was written to Marisol's liver from Adriana.
feet.
Welcome to the Real Housewives of Miami Season 7 reunion. Stephanie accused you two of being twins. We're gonna see if you answer the same. Kiki's dad, hot or not?
Hot.
Okay.
Kiki's response is like, huh?
How long have you lived in Miami?
16 years now.
You seem to not know a lick of Spanish.
Say something.
My thing is, just because you live in Miami, I get it. There's a lot of Spanish-speaking people in Miami, but I don't know why they would automatically think that she would know Spanish. Maybe because it's common for those of you that live in Miami. Maybe it is common because you live down there that you know a little bit of Spanish, but I don't know if that's an expectation, especially of Lisa. Are we having expectations of Lisa to have some sort of depth? No.
Hola. Oh.
That's all she knows is hola.
Divorce is final.
Oh yes, Todd's cheesy. He sucks. I decided to.
I think the more that they talk, because in the season finale, this is what Todd was talking about. He did a separate video of Todd talking about how he's going to be suing Bravo. Please understand this reunion probably is going to be used as evidence in Todd's lawsuit.
Celibate? Are you missing the D?
Kiki celibate? Okay.
They think it's easy to age.
I'm literally going to have surgery on my knees now because you made me feel so bad about them. What can I
I mean, that was a pretty cold read from Adriana in regards to Marisol's knees. And as someone that has an issue with people talking about their age, she should have known better.
To beg you for forgiveness, actions speak volume. It's when you
Okay, Julia, I already know she's going to trigger my nerve because, let me rewind this back. What are you saying here, Julia?
bad about them?
What can I do? To beg you for forgiveness, actions speak.
What can I do? Beg you for forgiveness? Is she trying to say that you should beg her for forgiveness? You brought out some old tea from 2023 to bring your storyline. You really made it seem as if Guerdy was some bad friend to you. You dragged this out so that you had some sort of storyline this season.
It's when you tell someone that doesn't have a plane that you're so happy about your plane that they're like, she's a brat.
There's a group of people that have a certain idea of Larsa.
What is that idea?
Ask anybody, like ChatGPT, for example.
Wait, are we actually ChatGPT? What? I mean, look, that could go down the gambit in regards to what people think of Larsa. I need her to really articulate where she's going with this.
There's a history in this group of people throwing objects and not liking it, but when it
Pause. So this is Alexia. Remember, during the season when this was all playing out and the fans were turning on the cast for how the whole Guerdy getting splashed with water was handled. Is this Alexia trying to make excuses that people have thrown things at each other during this past season? Oh, because mind you, she was the one during the season airing in these interviews trying to do damage control. So I did not expect that she would be the one to try and make an excuse for this.
there's a history in this group of people throwing objects and not liking it, but when it happens to you, that's when you get upset.
I need them to pull out the example. Please pull out the example where Guerdy has thrown something at people, unless it's something that we have never seen before.
Auntie, what you don't know, but Adriana does.
So Julia has some sort of dark secret on Adriana.
This is crazy. Bullshit.
I didn't see.
That's Adriana saying BS, 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 and then she gets up and she walks off stage.
Coming.
So what exactly did Julia drop at this reunion? Here's my problem with Julia this entire season. Everything that she does feels like she's just doing it for the sake of being friends with Marisol and Alexia. None of it seems genuine. And look, I'm going to give Julia some grace here. Based on what we've seen of Adriana and her being so down on herself about her age and getting older, I could see where that could be draining to a friend and to a friendship. However, you trying to be besties and doing anything that you can to be besties with Marisol and Alexia, that would frustrate the hell out of me too. And that probably would annoy the hell out of me. So the bigger issue might not be Adriana feeling a way about her age or her life. It could be about the one friend that I had in this group is now becoming besties with these women that wouldn't even get on the plane for your special moment. But you know what? As my Jamaican mother would say, for those who don't listen must feel. And that is exactly what needs to happen. Because please understand, Julia, once you're no longer on this show, those two women will talk to you here and there for a period of time. But please understand, years from now, you won't be hearing from them. You will have no value to them. And when I think about how Marisol felt about Stephanie having lunch with Adriana. So can you imagine Marisol and Alexia and how they feel about Julia still remaining best friends with Adriana? Just sit and ponder on that for a second there. When you think about the dynamics of Marisol really not being happy with the newbie coming in and being friendly with Adriana, can you imagine what she thinks of Julia, who used to be best friends with Adriana? Oh, you can't be my friend if you're going to be best friends with her. Just saying. So that is the reunion trailer. Look, the reunion trailer did not give what I feel like the season of Real Housewives of Miami has been giving, because I feel like the season has been good, despite some triggering moments during the early parts of the season. Overall, I feel like the season has been solid. I probably would give it like a strong 8, 8.5 as a season. The trailer, it was kind of like but again, it's a trailer. I'd much rather wait and see how the reunion goes. But if they do not handle the questions that need to be handled when it comes to the microaggressions from the top of the season, I can't with the show. This is why I always say with Andy, I don't need him hosting all the reunions, because he will breeze over, probably intentionally based off the suits, breeze over some of these microaggressions. And then I understand why a lot of you do not want to watch the show and you only watch my recaps. Well, what about me? I can't sit and watch this stupidity either. Because it was clear the microaggressions that we were seeing throughout the season and that were not addressed. This is the reunion. This is where you address them. But if we go back and we watch Real Housewives of Potomac and when we talk about colorism and how that was addressed and how Bravo as a company did not address this properly with their employees, I'm not shocked that these micro and macro aggressions will not be addressed appropriately and properly at this reunion. But I will keep an open mind. Guys, don't forget, we were live earlier today for our Real Housewives of Salt Lake City recap. So in case you missed it, if you've been relying on the algorithm, let me get the focus back in. There we go. If you've been relying on the algorithm, that is on you. Make sure you go and check. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and your notifications are on so you never miss out on these updates, okay? As always, let's continue this conversation on the Real Housewives of Miami Season 7 reunion trailer in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share the video. As always, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks so much for watching.
Ooh, you bring the ladder. I got